Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the second and final session in the Ward 4 Alderman Sophia King E&ES and Mid-South AJC Virtual Job Fair Event Series. Today, we will be hearing from 5 employers and 4 sector centers hiring for positions across multiple industries. Each presenter will speak for approximately 5 minutes to give you some information about their company, and will highlight the job openings they currently have. After presentations have concluded, we will then be transitioning into small group discussions with employers. Small group discussions will be held as one continuous 55-minute session, and you will be able to move freely from room to room. Today's session is being recorded and will be made available on the Illinois workNet YouTube channel for you to refer to later. One other point that I do want to mention here before we begin in earnest, as you'll see on your screen, if you have not downloaded the most recent version of Zoom client for meetings, you'll want to be sure to do so before we get to that breakout rooms portion of the event. Otherwise, you may not be able to utilize some of those features that allow you to go from room to room, so on and so forth. So just be aware of that. If you're a job seeker and have not downloaded the most recent version of Zoom, you can do so at the link provided above, zoom.us/download. So please be sure to do so. Thank you. First up, we will have Jasmine with Alverno Laboratories. Jasmine, are you available to present?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. You can begin whenever you're ready, Jasmine.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the virtual job fair. My name is Jasmine Wright. I'm a talent acquisition specialist here at Alverno Labs, and I have another TA, one of my teams, here with me as well.
Hi, my name is Leslie Merrill.
Next slide, please.
So to our potential employees, Alverno Laboratories is one of the largest integrated laboratory networks in the United States, touching over 8 million patients' lives each year. In addition to multiple freestanding emergency departments and thousands of other clients across the Midwest, Alverno manages more than 30 hospital laboratories and an innovative central laboratory performing both clinical and anatomic pathology. We have a reputation of quality, integrity, and supreme customer service. Alverno has been providing outreach laboratory services in the northern Indiana and Illinois communities since the laboratory was originally built in 1999.
So here is our talent acquisition team. So we have Leslie, myself, and Mara Adams. So we, based on recruiting for outreach in Indiana and Illinois areas, including Franciscan Health and Amita. So here's our contact information if you want to reach out to us, if you have any questions about any open positions. Next. Here are our current openings that we do have. We do hire for MedTech, MLTs, lab scientists, phlebotomists, data entry clerks, lab assistants, client service representative, histology, lab directors, supply clerks, and clinical instructors. So with these positions, we do go based off of years of experience with the pay rate. I know data entry clerks, the minimum is probably $15.34 an hour that you can receive. But if you have more years of experience, say 9 years or 10 years, your pay rate will be much higher than that. Next slide, please.
So how to apply? You would go to www.alvernolabs.com. You would click on the career opportunities in the upper right-hand corner, scroll down the page and click search open positions. If you need help, please reach out to any of us, myself, Leslie Merrill, Jasmine Wright, or Mara Adams. We would be more than happy to help you.
And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you to the both of you for presenting that information. I just want to go ahead and say right now, if you do have any questions for the folks at Alverno Laboratories, please be sure to either drop them into the chat or reserve them till the end of all of the employer presentations. When we go into those breakout rooms, you have an opportunity to speak with those folks one-on-one. Thank you so much. Our next presenter will be Marge Lewis with the Halo Security Group. Marge, are you available to present?
Yes, I am, and good morning. I am the office manager here at Halo Security Group. First, I would like to thank our host for this awesome opportunity to participate in this virtual hiring event. Second, I would like to thank all of you who have joined us this morning. Halo Security is a provider of armed and unarmed security services. We are in our 10th year of operation, and our supervisory staff have well over 75 plus years experience in the security industry. Let me share some information about Halo. We are a small minority-owned business. We have provided security services to construction sites, strip malls, office buildings, medical facilities, residential buildings and complexes, seasonal contracts, and special events. We have sites throughout the Chicagoland area. We have sites as far north as 6000 North and as far south as the south suburbs. We are currently hiring for both armed and unarmed security for current openings and future contracts. The job description or duties may vary according to the type of site, but some of the general duties are access screening, which means checking IDs, building and perimeter patrols, vehicle patrols, stationary assignments, alarm response, daily activity report writing, and incident report writing. Halo Security Group has developed a certain culture for our operation, and we are constantly working on improving this culture. Basically, we do not just hire officers and then think of them as statistics. Instead, management works on building a working relationship with each employee. We believe in an open door policy, which means there is no question too small to ask. And for the more complex questions, if we don't know the answer immediately, we will research and find the answer. When we offer a prospective employee a position with Halo, we view it as an investment on both sides. On the part of the company, it is an investment in the training of new employees, in our procedures, policies, user-friendly technology, and cross-training at various sites. Cross-training produces a more valuable employee and gives more flexibility in placement. Our hiring process is a multi-step process. First, an in-person screening interview where credentials and experience are viewed and discussed, and availability such as what shifts the applicant can work and any scheduling restrictions are reviewed. Second is a meeting with upper management. 2/3 of our employees have been with the company for 3 or more years. Security personnel are considered essential workers, and Halo Security is proud to mention that during the last 15 months of COVID pandemic, we have not had to lay off anyone. For the new employee, it is also an investment. After all, you are investing in your time and effort into our family. Now to the good part. Halo Security Group is currently offering a $500 signing bonus upon the completion of a continuous 6 months of employment. Details will be discussed during an in-person interview. We are also offering referral bonuses to current employees. If applicants are referred, hired, and also work for a 6-month continuous employment, they will receive a $100 referral fee. We are looking forward to speaking with those of you who are already working in the security industry and with those of you contemplating a career change during the scheduled breakout session. Or feel free to contact us if you should have any questions or any in-depth concerns. And as our website states, Halo Security Group is better on purpose. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that presentation, Marge. And as Marge just stated, if you do have any questions regarding any of the opportunities or information that was covered regarding the Halo Security Group, please feel free to either enter those into the chat or reserve your questions until the breakout room session that'll be taking place after all employers have presented. Thank you so much, Marge. Our next employer, I do believe, was slated to be Swissport. Unfortunately, that rep was unable to join the session today. So we'll go ahead and move to our next employer, and that will be Metra Electric, and I do believe that will be Lori Jones. Lori, are you available to present?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Give me one moment here and I'll advance to your slides. You can begin whenever you're ready, Lori.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about our agency. I want to thank our hosts and all of our participants for joining us today. Metra is one of the largest and most complex commuter rail systems in North America, serving the counties of Cook, DuPage, Will, Lake, Kane, and McHenry. The agency is linking communities in northeastern Illinois by providing safe, reliable, and efficient commuter service. The programs that Metra offers are the following. We have paid internships for college students. We have mechanical apprenticeships, typically running about 3 to 3.5 years for carmen, electricians, sheet metal workers, and machinists. We also have apprenticeships for assistant signalmen and electricians from our engineering department. In transportation, we have trainmen, dispatchers, and locomotive engineers. Now, the positions that we currently have available are Programmer Analyst 1, Bridge Inspector, Project Manager of Environmental Compliance and Permitting. We have a Timekeeper position, Chief Mechanical Officer, Intern in General Accounting, Sheet Metal Worker in our Mechanical Department, Accountant 1, Auditor 1, Financial Analyst 2, PTC Project Manager, Police Officer, Organizational Development Program Manager, and Recruiter. And our worksite locations are here in the West Loop is where our business office is located. And then we have various yards throughout our 6-county region, as well as Union Station, Millennium Station, LaSalle Street Station. Our salary structure, we offer competitive salaries for both exempt and non-exempt employees. We have a fantastic benefit package. We offer paid holidays, vacation, and personal time off, a wide variety of insurances to serve your healthcare needs, tuition reimbursement. We're one of the only employers in the region that offers both an RTA pension and railroad retirement. We have a wonderful EAP program, flexible spending accounts, a transit benefit program, and a 401k and a 457 plan. How do you apply for positions at Metra? You go to metrarail.com, click on careers, and view all the open positions I just mentioned. And you will apply online. You set up your own login and apply online. You can download your resume as well. So thank you so much. That concludes my presentation.
Thank you so much for sharing that information, Lori. And again, for the folks that might have just joined, if you do have any questions for Lori regarding employment with Metra, please either drop them into the chat or reserve them to the breakout room session that'll be taking place after all employers have presented. Thank you again, Lori. Our next employer was slated to be Pactiv. Unfortunately, they were unable to join, but I do have a slide up on the screen for the job seekers that are in attendance and are interested in Pactiv. As you can see there, I do have contact information for the employer rep, and then also a website too, where you can take a look at all of the current job openings that Pactiv has to offer. I'll leave that up on the screen for just a moment here before we advance to our next presenter. And our next presenter, I do believe, will be Shed Aquarium. Bridget, are you available to present?
I am.
Fantastic. You can begin whenever you're ready.
All right, good morning, everyone. Really happy you were able to join, and happy to be sharing a little bit more about opportunities at Shed Aquarium. We have been open since May of 1930. Next slide, please. Our vision is a world thriving with aquatic life, sustained by people who love, understand, and protect it. And our mission is sparking compassion, curiosity, and conservation for the aquatic animal world. Next slide. The values that we all hold together are, that we get to look nature in the eye. We're animal enthusiasts and nature lovers at Shed. We want to be seamlessly and joyfully welcoming so that anyone coming into our doors, be it as a staff person, a volunteer, a guest, feels like they can be part of it and connect to these amazing animals. And together we take action for animals, both big actions and small actions, because we are all part of the solution of creating a better natural world. Next slide. As part of Shed Aquarium, you have the opportunity to make a difference every day for animals, for conservations, for our guests. We are a very team-based culture. We enjoy partnering across departments, collaborating, and looking for innovation in the way that we do things. We want to continue to be a leader in the museum and aquarium world. And working at Shed is a great opportunity to get to learn more about your favorite animals and also share that with our guests. Next slide. At Shed, we do celebrate diversity, equity, accessibility, and inclusion. The aquatic world is full of incredible diversity, incredible wildlife, and we recognize that those differences are what make the aquatic world unique and also what makes Shed unique. We want to be a place where everyone can feel welcome and feel part of it, because it's going to take everyone working together to really protect the aquatic life. Next slide, please. So a few of the current openings at Shed, we have some within our development department. Those folks are responsible for securing funding for the aquarium. And they work with a variety of different levels of donors, from our members to corporate partners to securing grants. We also are looking for staff with our design and exhibits team, specifically working on our aquatic presentation. So we're looking for folks that have some theater background there. Right now, we're also hiring for guest relations ambassadors. So those are our customer-facing staff who are part of greeting guests, selling tickets, answering questions. Right now, looking for summer seasonal, but we do have a high interest in those that would be looking for part-time regular employment after the summer season. We also have a learning and community team that works to foster those connections between the Chicagoland community and Shed. Be it on the Chicago River, helping with our Kayak for Conservation program, or helping on site as a learning facilitator or part of our new aquatic exploration team. Those folks are out there sharing that animal information, presenting the aquatic show, and really getting our guests excited. And we also have openings within animal care, helping care for some of our different exhibits like Wild Reef and special exhibits. Next slide, please. So how you go about applying is when you go to Shed's website, www.shedaquarium.org. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see a little button that says Careers and Internships. Next slide, please. And right when you're on that page at the top, you'll see a button that says See Open Positions. If you click on that, next slide, that will take you to our online application portal where you'll be able to view all of the current job openings. That is refreshed regularly, so I encourage you to continue checking back for new opportunities. Next slide, please. And We really welcome everyone to apply. We want folks from all backgrounds. We're an equal opportunity employer. We welcome everyone to our team. If at any time during our application process, if you need accommodations, always welcome to reach out. We also welcome you to indicate pronouns on applications as well. And last slide, please. And if you have any further questions, I will be in the breakout session. You are also welcome to reach out to jobs@shedaquarium.org at any time for further information. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that presentation, Bridget. And again, just want to reiterate for the folks on the call, if you do have any questions for Bridget regarding any of the opportunities that Shed Aquarium has to offer, please feel free to enter those into the chat or reserve your questions to the breakout room session, and we will make sure that those questions get answered. Thank you so much, Bridget. Our next presenter will be the Healthcare Sector Center. Maria, are you available to present?
Can you hear me?
I can. You can begin whenever you're ready.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Maria Romero, and I am the lead business solutions consultant with the Chicago Healthcare Sector Center. We are under the umbrella of E&ES Workforce Solutions. So E&ES Workforce Solutions is the most comprehensive provider in workforce solutions in the nation. That include a combination of American Job Centers, Job Corp operations, business services, and family support functions with presence in 32 states. The Partnerships Healthcare Sector Center is one of these operations. Our services are made possible thanks to the WIOA grant received through the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. Job seekers that come to our services can obtain job coaching, resume assistance, job listings, and direct job referrals. The Chicago Healthcare Sector Center also offers assistance for employers, such as matching qualified job applicants with employer requirements through pre-screening sessions, advertising job listings, recruitment, and hiring events. Again, my name is Maria Romero. My contact information is here. We are located on the West Loop, 3 blocks west from Halstead Avenue. We are currently operating virtually only, and hopefully we'll be back by the middle of July. Next slide, please. So here I included a few of the opportunities for companies that we partner up with. We are conducting virtual pre-screening sessions for Community First Medical Center, which is located on the north side, and a Little Company of Mary, located on the south, around the Evergreen Park area. They're looking to hire CNAs and PCTs. Their positions start around $15 to $16 per hour. Candidates that are interested can sign up through the link that is included in this flyer, in this slide, or they can contact me directly by sending a resume to my email, maria.romero@equesworks.com. And I'll repeat that later on if needed. Next slide, please. Another employer that we're currently assisting, it's University of Chicago Medicine for their Ingalls Memorial Hospital location in Harvey, and also for the Hyde Park area, they're looking for CNAs and also cardiac technicians. The cardiac technicians are candidates that have an EKG certification, but they will also be obtaining training through the employer if selected for the position. Again, my contact information is included for interested candidates. They can send their resumes to my email, or they can sign up through the link that is included on the bottom. Next slide, please. Anthem Memory Care, which is on the category of nursing skill facilities with locations in Burridge, Oakland, and Tinley Park. They are looking for they have a variety of openings from resident caregivers, which are workers that do not need a certification. Is very similar to home care. They also have positions in dining services, cooks, CNAs, RNs, LPNs, housekeepers, and a variety of positions. We are pre-screening candidates to refer for these positions. Again, interested candidates can send me an email, send the resume by email, or they can contact me at my direct line, 312-229-0091. Next slide, please. Just to give you an idea of some of the employers that we assist to identify job seekers to fulfill their positions. And I just included the logos to make this faster, but just some of the main healthcare networks, for example, Amira Health, Advocate Health, Physicians in Media Care, Sinai, Access Community Health Network, St. Anthony Hospital, plasma centers like Octa Pharma, Grifols, and a whole variety of employers. Positions that we pre-screen for are medical assistants, medical receptionists, EKG technicians, environmental and food service workers as well for hospital settings or nursing facilities, patient care technicians, CNAs, LPNs, RNs, EMTs, and paramedics, and many more. So any employer interested in being assisted by our center can reach out to me. Again, my name, Maria Romero. My information is in the first slide, so sorry, I just included it there, but we can speak later on. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that information, Maria. And again, I just want to reiterate, Maria and all of the sector centers will actually be in a breakout room after their presentations today. You will have an opportunity, obviously, to meet with those folks and ask them any questions that you have regarding, what respective industry they represent. So we will have healthcare in that room, retail and hospitality, transportation, distribution and logistics, and then IT as well. Thank you again, Maria. Our next presenter will be the Retail Hospitality Sector Center, and that will be Herman Jackson. Herman, are you available to present?
Yes, I am. Good morning. Thank you, Daniel. This is Herman Jackson. I'm the Director of Business Services for the Hospitality and Tourism Sector Center. We're under the umbrella of Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. And the hospitality has 4 sectors: hotel and lodging, food service and catering, tourism and events, business and occupations, and professional. Next slide, please. As you know, that the pandemic has lifted, so we have a lot of openings in the hotel industry, as well as restaurants, as well as museum and tourism areas. Next slide, please. Top traits of hospitality professionals. In this industry, employees are looking for people who are empathetic, who have great listening skills or communication, who are energetic, resourceful, has a great sense of humor, local knowledge, especially if you're working in a hotel, like with a front desk position, to be knowledgeable of your surroundings and restaurants and events in the area. Flexible and patience, and hospitality and tourism, flexibility is the key. Employees are really looking for people who are flexible, who can work various shifts, multitasking, calm and composed. Next slide, please. This is a list of few employees we work with. This is not all of our employer partners. This is just some of them. And as I mentioned earlier, anywhere from the hotel industry to food service. We have a lot of hotels. The hotels open back up 100% now, who are looking for people in various areas, anywhere from front desk to housekeeping. Next slide, please. Right now, currently, we have over 100 job orders with over 375 positions we're trying to fill. We have a direct connection with our employer partners. We do the pre-screening for them, and we refer appropriate candidates for interviewing. The candidates we refer after the pre-screening, we refer directly to the HR person who we have a direct connection with. Your resume will get reviewed, and you will get a pre-screen phone call as well as a face-to-face interview. Next slide, please. This is our contact information. After the session here, if you're interested in any of our positions, my email address is right here. hjackson@pyramid-pci.com. You will email me your resume. Me or someone from my team will reach out to you directly and do a pre-screen and get you referred to the appropriate employer. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that presentation, Herman. And again, just want to reiterate, if you do have any questions for Herman regarding anything retail and hospitality, please stick around for that breakout room session that will be taking place here shortly, and you'll be able to ask your questions and of course get them answered. Thank you again, Herman. Our next presenter will be the TDL Sector Center. Robert, are you available to present?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Absolutely. You can begin whenever you're ready, Robert.
Great. Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Lewis. I'm the Business Development Manager for the Transportation Distribution and Logistics Sector Center with YWCA Metro Chicago. I want to welcome you all again. And I want to tell you a little bit about the TDL sector. Next slide, please. Here's our team, our dream team. First name at the top, myself, Robert Lewis, and then we have our esteemed teammates, Valencia Muhammad, which is our Business Development Coordinator, Stacy Delaney Roney, who is our Training Coordinator, to round out our staff. This is all of our contact information, which will also be posted at the end of this presentation. Next slide, please. So just a little bit more about what the TDL sector is all about. The Transportation Distribution and Logistics Center is a preeminent bridge that connects industry employers to locally skilled talent. The TDL Sector Center serves the industry by offering a menu of training and talent acquisition services that meets both our employers' needs as well as the candidates. And the TDL Sector Center is a Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act Center, which is WIOA, funded by the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. Next slide. Here's a reason why it is valuable for our TDL Sector Center to be in the heart of where TDL really makes its moves. In Chicago, there are well over 14,000 TDL firms in the Chicagoland area, which is the highest in the country. We're also home to the top 5 third-party logistics providers, including one of our employer partners, C.H. Robinson, XPO Logistics, UPS Supply Chain Solutions, JB Hunt, and Expeditors, just to name a few. We're also home to the nation's second largest of employed individuals in a sector, with well over 224,000, and that was by the end of the second quarter of last year, 2020. Next slide, please. Here is just a brief overview of some of the many employment opportunities that we have in the TDL Sector Center. As you can see here, with some of our employer partners, CTA is prominently represented on this list. We also have Motivate, UPS, and Evergreen, Greece. And you can see that all of the pay for all of the different positions range from $15 an hour all the way up to $55 an hour, depending on the requirements, also the experience for that said position. All of these positions and more, including the descriptions for what the requirements would be to apply and hopefully attain a job with some of these employers, I will be more than happy to explain and to give you more opportunity direction with each one of these opportunities in the breakout session in a few moments from now. Next slide, please. Again, here is our contact information for the YWCA TDL Sector Center. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation, Robert. And as Robert stated, we will be holding the breakout room session here momentarily. So please reserve your questions to that session. And of course, you will have an opportunity to get them answered. Thank you again, Robert.
Thank you, Dane.
Our next and final presenter for today will be the IT Sector Center, National Able. Gabe, are you available to present?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having me. Next slide, please. As mentioned, my name is Gabe Mercia. I am the account manager for National Able Network and the IT Sector Center. There on this slide is my colleague Monique Phillips, who is also an account manager, and our senior director, David Jacobs. I did put into the chat box where you can send your inquiries to for any questions related to the IT sector or jobs. It's at itjobs@nationalable.org. Thank you. Next slide. As my other colleagues from the sectors mentioned, we are proudly funded by the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. So our goal is to work in collaboration with not only the other sectors, but with all of the delegate agencies within the workforce system to help those career coaches with their IT candidates. We range anywhere from candidates who already have some credentials and already have IT experience, and also dealing with career changers, which has kind of been a big boom as of recent with the COVID pandemic. So it's our job to be sure to connect those particular clients with the employers that we work with, and also provide some guidance in terms of everything related to IT, in terms of what type of training courses you should take, what some of the acronyms, or what are the most common certifications out there, what's trending, what are some new exams that are out there, and being able to provide that support, not only to the coaches, but to clients that we meet with on a daily basis. Next slide, please. These are some of the areas within the IT sector that we partner with. Obviously, these are job roles: help desk, network infrastructure, coding and development, data analysis, and project management, and specifically project management when it comes to IT project management. Obviously, project management can span over multiple different processes, but here we're looking at information technology. For the most part, a majority of our job orders that we have do fall within, right now, coding and development. Web development is very huge right now. Data analysis and things like what you hear, like big data, is a very big and trending job right now. Within the next 5 to 10 years, that's going to be where a lot of the jobs are. But interestingly enough, right now, even with help desk and network infrastructure, we've seen a big increase in that with employers, simply because of the pandemic that happened. There was a lot of work from home opportunities for employers. So they had to quickly adapt to allowing their employees to work outside of the office. And now we're actually seeing a big insurgence of employers who are asking for more help desk personnel because, to give one example, one company is bringing back 1,000 employees back to the office. And so now they need additional IT help to be able to support all of those 1,000 employees returning to the office. So that ranges anywhere from just doing ticketing to customer service. So if you are a career changer and are looking into IT, this is a great opportunity for you to kind of break ground right now, because these employers are looking for transferable skills. Yes, they do want someone with some basic IT experience and maybe at least one certification, but they're really big on customer service and problem solving skills right now. So those are just kind of a few of the characteristics that are available for these jobs. Next slide, please. This is just one example of an employer that we're working with. They're looking for a field service IT technician. Some of the things that they're looking for is a bachelor's degree or equivalent experience and 2+ years working with computer networks and systems. Oftentimes I get questions about certifications versus experience. I can certainly address those questions in our breakout room, but it really does depend on the employer. Next slide, please. Any questions that you have for us, again, can be directed to itjobs@nationalable.org, or you can also visit the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership at chicookworks.org. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that presentation, Gabe. And as I've been stating, if you do have any questions for Gabe regarding any of the opportunities that the IT Sector Center might be able to connect you with, please stick around for the breakout rooms portion of the event, and you will have an opportunity to meet with Gabe and all of the other folks that presented here today to get your questions answered. I do believe that will conclude the employer presentation portion of the event. I do know we are approximately 10 minutes or so ahead of schedule due to a few employers not being able to join us today. But I think what we'll go ahead and do is still stick to the 55-minute session that we did have scheduled and allotted. That'll give folks approximately an hour or so to be able to meet with all of the fantastic employers who joined us here today. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to David, who is also a SIU employee. He will go over kind of what to expect for today's event and some of the things that you need to keep in mind while participating, and to also be able to participate as well. So David.
Thank you, Daniel. So as Daniel said, I wanted to let you know how this portion is going to be structured and how the breakout rooms are going to work. Momentarily, we will open the breakout rooms for each employer, and that you'll be able to join any of those rooms of your choosing. And these rooms will remain open until the conclusion of this morning's event. At that time, it will return all of us to this main room that we're currently in. And again, during this time, you are free to move around to the different rooms, so make the most of your time. And you should have received an email about this, and Daniel mentioned it earlier, but if you have an older version of Zoom, you'll not see the option to join a breakout room. And you can download the most recent version of Zoom with the link provided on the screen. So that's zoom.us/download. And if you're joining by desktop or laptop, you're going to want that first option that's listed, the Zoom client for meetings. And if you're joining by mobile device, that link also includes downloads for Apple or Android devices. And so when we start the breakout rooms, you'll see an icon titled Breakout Rooms. And this will be located in the Zoom toolbar in the same area where you're going to see chat and participants. And depending on the size of your screen, you may have to click the More button to see this option. And you won't see it just yet until we open the rooms here in a moment. And then, yes, you can join the rooms accordingly. And in downloading the updated version of Zoom, you may be forced to leave the session, but please rejoin as soon as you're able. And after you click the breakout rooms button, you'll see in that second screenshot there the option to join the breakout room of your choosing. And there will be a 1-minute warning that'll let you know when the rooms will close. And after this last minute, again, we'll come back into this main room and close out our event. So we'll just cover some of the ground rules in the for the breakout rooms here. This goes for everybody. You'll not be allowed to monopolize or take up too much of an employer's time. Once you've asked your question and received a response, you'll then need to mute yourself to allow others the same opportunity. You can share your video and camera, but please be respectful and professional. If you do not abide by these rules and choose to be disruptive or inconsiderate to others, you'll receive a verbal warning by partner staff. And should you choose to disregard this warning, you'll then be placed on mute. And if you continue to be disruptive, the partner staff will have the ability to remove you from the session entirely. And if that's the case, you'll not be able to rejoin our session. And with that, we can go ahead and open up the rooms. Pull the screen back up. So the rooms have just been opened. Our employers and partner staffs will be automatically sent there. You can follow the instructions on the screen to join. And as a reminder, the sector centers, we couldn't list all of them out in the naming of the room, but we do have in the sector center breakout room, we have healthcare, TDL, IT, and retail. Sorry about that. Or no, not retail. Yeah, healthcare, TDL, and IT.
We also do want to make real quick a mention here. If you are unable to pull up those breakout rooms features that David just covered, let either myself or David know in the chat which room you'd like to join. We can manually assign you to that room. Something to keep in mind though, if we do manually assign you to that room, you will have to stay in that room until either the session ends or you leave the session and rejoin. So just please be aware of that. But nonetheless, we can manually assign you to the room of any employer you want to meet with if you're not able to pull up the breakout rooms features David just covered.
Hello.
Hi there.
I would like to speak with Robert with the CTA.
Robert with TDL, is that correct?
No, what CTA.
CTA is not on the call, sir.
Okay. With TDL, Robert with TDL, then
Okay.
he has opportunities for the CTA.
Excellent. I will go ahead and assign you to that room now.
Thank you.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How can I help you, Tiara?
Yeah, I would like to assign to the breakout room with the healthcare. I believe you said that room number is room 2.
Okay. I think you want to go ahead and go into the sector center room. That is where Maria is. So I'll go ahead and put you in that room. Okay, Tiara?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Norman, just saw your message in the chat. TDL is the the sector center room. And if you need help getting there, just let me know. And again, we just want to reiterate, if you do want to join a particular room, just let myself or David know. You can either unmute yourself or drop it into the chat, and we'll go ahead and move you to that room. Just let us know. I'll go ahead and list off the rooms just in case you don't have that off the top of your head. The first one is Alverno Laboratories. Second is Halo Security Group. Third is Metra Electric. Fourth is Shed Aquarium. And the fifth is the sector centers. And that includes those opportunities that were covered in IT, in hospitality and tourism, in healthcare, and in transportation, distribution, and logistics. So just let us know where you want to go and we'll send you there. Just saw your chat, message in the chat from the iPhone. Any truck driving programs? Yes, that would be in the sector center room. If you need help getting transferred to there, just let me know. Drop a message in the chat and I'll forward you to that room. The individual you'll want to speak with in there will be Robert Lewis.
Hello.
Hello.
I would like to be placed in the breakout room with TCL?
The TDL?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me one moment.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I wanted to go to the TDL breakout room, but I don't see it in the selection.
Sure. Give me one moment and you should receive a prompt here to join shortly.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Tiara. How can we help you?
Hi. I have one more with the regardless of the Metra.
Okay. David, could you assign her to that room? I don't want to mess anything up with the breakout rooms here. I'm not seeing the screen. So
Sure, just give me one moment.
excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello. Would you like to join a particular room, sir?
Hmm. Yeah, Bob.
So if you want to meet with an employer, we have the following folks on the line. I can move you to one of those rooms. We have Alverno Laboratories, Halo Security Group, Metra Electric, Shed Aquarium, and then we have 4 sector centers on the line that can help connect you with resources. We have IT, hospitality and sectors, or hospitality and tourism, transportation, distribution and logistics, and healthcare.
Hello, my name is
Hello.
Absa. I want to be in the shade aquarium, please.
Okay, I'll go ahead and move you to that room now.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
And for the folks that just joined, if you'd like to join a particular room, just let us know and we will make sure to assign you to it. We do have Alverno Laboratories on the line, Halo Security Group, Metra Electric, Shed Aquarium, and then 4 sector centers, which include IT, hospitality and tourism, healthcare, and TDL. If there's any you would like to meet with in particular, let us know and we'll assign you to that room.
I would like to meet with Halo Security Group.
All right, I'll forward you there now.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hi, Tiara.
Hi, do we leave after we gain all the information that we needed from the docs?
You are welcome to, Tiara. I know once the sessions end, which will be in about 2 or 3 minutes, we'll have some wrap-up statements or remarks. I don't know if they'll be adding any info to that could be helpful to you, but it's up to you whether you want to stick around or you want to leave.
No, I was just asking what's the next step because I did reach out to the couple of jobs that I had that presented that presentation that I was interested in. So I just want to know the next step.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're welcome to stick around if you want, Tiara, but if you did get the contact info and everything you need to follow up, you're more than welcome to hop off if you have other things you got to do.
Yes, I did get all them their contacts and emails and way to get back and reach with them and apply. So
okay, excellent.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Yes.
All right.
No problem, Tiara. Glad we could help you out. Hopefully lands you a job.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome back, everybody. That concludes the breakout room portion of our event this morning. And with that, I will turn it over to Daniel to close us out.
Thank you so much for that, David. And big thanks to David for managing those breakout rooms. I would say flawlessly. Thank you, David. Much appreciated. A few things I do want to note here. I don't believe we have any electeds on to give any sort of concluding remarks, but we do have several staff members. Before I give kind of my last summary statements of the session and helpful information to let folks know how to follow up, I'll go ahead and turn things over to you folks if you want to make any sort of concluding remarks or summary statements about both of the sessions.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much again, SIU and E&ES, for helping us organize this and doing all the complicated Zoom related stuff so that I didn't have to. Thank you so much, Anthony and Chanel and Rosie, for just like being on the call. George Watts, Vivian Harper, thank you guys so much for everything. It took us a pretty long time. And thank you so much to all these employers. I was very impressed with your presentations. And, I was tempted to be an applicant, but I'm happy that so many people came, and we just really appreciate you guys for showing up and, presenting your employment opportunities to the community. And thank you to all the people that came to inquire about jobs. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much for that, Maya. Any of the other elected folks or elected employees, if you will, want to go ahead and give any sort of closing remarks or summary statements?
Yes, this is Anthony Lindsay from the 3rd Ward office. I just want to say thank everyone and thank you and thank the 3rd Ward office and the 4th Ward office and the other electeds for participating and coming together to host this event. And on behalf of Alderman Pat Dowell, just want to say thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Anthony. And Chanel, I don't know if you want to say any concluding remarks or anything, but please feel free to do so if you'd like.
Yes, I would like to also say thank you to everyone who participated. Thank you to everyone who helped put the virtual job fair together. I think that it was a good service to people who are looking for jobs, and that's about it.
Fantastic. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you, Maya. And thank you, Anthony, for your remarks. A few things that I just do want to note as far as like housekeeping items are concerned. If you were on the session yesterday, you already know both of these sessions from yesterday and today have been recorded. Now that I have a little bit of downtime, I will be uploading both of them to the Illinois WorkNet YouTube channel later this afternoon. The point being here is that for the job seekers on the call that want to go back and review anything that was presented, you can absolutely go ahead and view those videos and get any of that information that was covered there. To the employers that are on the line, just a little bit of a rundown. I will be sending a follow-up email to you with all of the registrant information, for the folks that registered for the event, and that will have contact information for you to conduct follow-up. Again, a huge thanks to the employers who carved out time of your day, or time during your day, excuse me. We know, again, time is precious, and we appreciate you joining us and sharing all the wonderful information that you did today. Of course, to the partner volunteers, thank you so much as well for manning those breakout rooms. We hope that it was a good experience for you as well. And then last but not least, want to give a huge shout out to the job seekers who did join us. We hope again that this event or events, if you attended both, were fruitful. We hope that, of course, it lands you to your next, not just job, but hopefully career. So thank you all for joining us today. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful upcoming holiday weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you, everyone.